Hey guys, big news today on the TSX where TransAlta Corporation announced that it has an agreement in principle to purchase up to 60% of the shares of its child company, TransAlta Renewables, for $1.38 billion Canadian at an average price of $13 per outstanding share. Question is, what does that do for folks like me who hold TransAlta Renewables? Stick around. So I have alerts enabled from Yahoo Finance, and typically I get usually one or two every trading day. So I have to admit, I was a little surprised today when I got an alert and I saw that it was regarding TransAlta Renewables. But I was a little bit more surprised when I saw that TransAlta Renewables was up 18%. So I figured something must have been up, some announcement must have been made. And I was a little surprised, a little hopeful actually, that the announcement may have been something different. Quite surprised when I saw what the announcement actually was. From a perspective of a TransAlta Renewables shareholder, this was good news in the sense that, as I said, the stock went up. Believe it closed today over 18% up, or $2 per share. But for investors like me who maybe got into this stock in the last couple of years, some of us may have some pricing in the range of $19 per share. Fortunately, over the last couple of years for me, I have been averaging my price down, but I'll be honest with you, my average price today on my holdings in TransAlta Renewables is $15, just over $15. So when I see the option of being able to trade in or sell my shares of TransAlta Renewables when this purchase takes place for $13, that's a little bit of a loss that I'm not really prepared to take. However, in my RSP, I do have some TransAlta as well, purchased not very long ago, and that $13 is a little higher, a fair bit higher actually, than what I paid for it at the time. So the question for the shareholders is, or the options, I guess I should say, for the shareholders of TransAlta Renewables is you can do nothing. And what will happen is your shares of TransAlta Renewables will in effect be sold back to the company at $13. And then the proceeds from that, you will end up purchasing TransAlta Corporation shares with your proceeds. TransAlta Corporation, I believe today closed just around $12, between $12.30 and $12.40 per share. The second option is, as I said, you can sell all of your shares at $13 per share and you will receive the cash to do with what you please and purchase any other stock that you want to do. But here's the kicker in all of this, and this is something that's going to really make us all think about what we're going to do. A $2 per share loss in my situation is not something that I'm willing to actually go for. So I'm almost forced to hold on to these shares just to see what happens once I hold on to the TransAlta Corporation shares, and hopefully they appreciate in value. However, one of the big issues, or one of the big reasons why I invested in TransAlta Renewables, is they pay a monthly dividend, and it's 7.833 cents every month for a current 8.5% yield on your cost. TransAlta Corporation, on the other hand, only pays out a 1.76% dividend yield, and it's quarterly, 5.5 cents every quarter. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. For me personally, I'm kind of stuck in having to hold on to these because I don't want to sell these stocks at a loss. I'd be really, really interested, though, for any of you out there that are TransAlta Renewables holders of stock. Let me know in the comments below what it is that you're planning to do. Are you going to hold and see what happens with the corporation shares that you get? Or are you going to sell them for the $13, potentially take some losses, and see what you can do with that money? So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you for sticking around. As I always say, this has not been investing advice, but this is some pretty important information for those of you that are invested in TransAlta Renewables and possibly TransAlta Corporation. As I always ask, if you've enjoyed this video or any video that you've seen on my site, I would please ask you to consider hitting that Marksy's Place logo and liking this video. Thanks very much, and until next time, take care.